Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host Red. Yeah, videos today from Black Girl in China. You know, I came across this video and I just thought it was very interesting. And shout outs to Black Girl in China for bringing this video to light in a sense.
오빠 사랑해. Angin, my name is Laura, but you can call me by my Korean name, Jisoo.
Oh, do you live in Korea?
No, but I'm moving there next week to find my husband.
You're looking for a Korean husband?
Yeah. Haven't you seen the men in Korea? They all look like Jungkook.
They don't. They really don't. Like, those are like literally what do we call them? Like, so hand-selected plastic surgeon people that look like that. That's why they were chosen, not because they're the looks of all average Koreans.
오빠 사랑해.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just practicing my...
Oh, when she said 사랑해, I was like, wait, what did she say?
애교.
Do you even speak Korean?
Duh. Didn't you just hear it? 너 미쳤어? 아이씨. Anyway, I know the Korean men over there are gonna love me because I look like Wonyoung.
Girl, you're white.
If you want to be technical, yes. But I have a lot of Asian features. 오빠.
Yeah, white women are crazy. They think that they're gonna be able to go to other countries. We cover a lot of black women going to other countries. This is a particularly white woman thing. Yeah, they think they can go to Korea, and all the Korean men are just freaking jacked abs, freaking K-pop star faces. They just think men look like that in other countries. Yeah, they look like goofy, normal, regular men. You're in Korea now. There's literally producers, doctors, actors, singers, and wanting to date you. Life doesn't seem like a movie here. It does seem like a movie here. Explain.
얘 누가 말해줄 거야? 내가 말해줘야 되나? 백마라 코리안 드라마 찍고 싶냐? I strongly encourage you to check this out. Korea is a country where rape is vastly underreported, more so for foreign women, because the support system is really lacking. Not only is there a language barrier, but the misogyny in Korea for rape victims.
Again, people really think that men in America are very misogynistic and we're just the worst. No, other men are very misogynistic. They are very different than how we are in the West. Western men are pansies compared to a lot of Eastern countries. A lot of Southeast countries, Southern countries.
Is gonna have them looking at you. I'm sure you asked for it. And making the kind of content you're making right now could actually be shown in court to say what kind of woman you are. You may think you're just a cute white woman looking for love in Korea. Koreans in Korea will say you got exactly what you were looking for. If you say that you went on a date thinking you were going on a date or just out with a friend, but with drinks he had expectations and if he didn't get what he wanted. Because this is the most common mistake white women in particular seem to make. In Korea, they think they're going out on a date, but a lot of times Korean men expect more. Not even just of white women. I mean, more so with white women, because that's why they have the whole saying, let's ride the white horse. But they commonly do it to their...
The Korean saying for Korean men, is riding that right horse. Riding that white horse, huh? Damn.
Their own too. I don't know where you've been living, but this is a really naive content to be making in 2020.
No, the women in America are very naive. They really think they are the top tier of all women in every country they go to. People are just gonna flock to them because they're American.
We're like, hello, are we not reading the news? K-dramas are not real.
By now, you probably all seen this video. Basically, this woman comes to Korea and is shocked that not everyone looks like a K-pop star.
What's going on here?
It's just like here. Does everybody look like Brad Pitt?
She claims that she's been gaslit by the entire country.
We've been catfished. It's very disturbing. I wish to leave immediately.
What's crazy is that as someone living in Korea right now, I've actually met quite a few people who've come to this country with that exact same mindset. Especially when I first moved here, I was taking Korean language classes and I met a lot of foreigners whose express purpose of moving to Korea was to find a romantic partner. And for like 90% of them, they're...
I see, and then the women love to shit on men about us being passport bros, leaving the country for romance or finding someone. No, women do it in mass too. They just don't tell us about it, and they fail. They fail miserably.
Their only cultural reference point for Korea
Men do
was
too, though.
K-dramas or K-pop. In fact, there was this girl in my class who told me that the only reason that she was learning Korean was because she was planning to meet the Stray Kids. I don't know what the game plan was, but she was on a mission. Anyways, I thought it would be worth...
That was the mission, to meet the one of the top idol stars in the country. That's why I need to learn Korean, just in case, he ever selects me and I have to be his wife.
Pointing out that if you do come to Korea to find a man, the guys that you're gonna meet out and about, like at a club in Hongdae or Gangnam, many of them are probably coming to you with a similar attitude. Meaning, just like you want to find a Korean man, a lot of them just want to find a foreign woman. Obviously, I can't speak for all of them, but for many of them, they're not looking for a wife or even a girlfriend. Many of them just want to experience a night with a non-Korean girl. I say all that to say, if you're coming to Korea with the express purpose of trying to find a romantic Korean life partner, you're
just gonna get ran through, is what the brother's saying.
probably playing yourself. Put aside for a moment that coming to this country expecting all men to look like a K-drama male lead is completely absurd. If you're just here to prowl for men, you're probably going to be the one that ends up being objectified and used. It'll be nothing like the K-drama fantasy that you've imagined. That much I can say. Come for the food, come for the sights, and...
The food was amazing! I went to Sanwon Garden, which is their Michelin star beef Korean barbecue. Best banchan I've ever had. One of the best desserts I've ever had. The beef was amazing! I love food. Fatty over here.
I'm not saying don't go out and have fun, but keep your expectations in check.
So guys, I just finished filming for this channel. I feel like anytime I finish filming for this channel, I want to film for my other channel. If you don't know, I have second channel. It is Moment with Miracle. I do react to a lot of topic there, so please go and check it out. So I just finished filming and I want to film for my other YouTube channel. And I saw this topic. I feel like it's a very interesting topic because honestly,
it's a good topic to pick.
I live in Asia, I live in China. And one thing I have noticed is like recently there's a lot of topic calling Koreaboo out. I don't know if it is because of the Netflix series about those Brazilian women that went to Korea, but recently there's a lot of discussion around Koreaboo. And as somebody who have posted a lot of videos about Asian men, I wish you guys are not thinking that I'm Koreaboo. I'm not any boo. I'm not Chinese boo. I'm not Korean boo. I'm not white boo. I'm not any boo. I'm not men boo.
What is your unpopular opinion about Korea?
I think girls that come here for the wrong reason.
What do you mean by that?
Looking for a Korean boyfriend. I think it's wrong, in my opinion.
What do you mean it's wrong? They can look for a Korean boyfriend.
I think it's fine, but it's just specific. Like, you're not getting a K-pop idol.
Why not? I mean, there are a lot of handsome Korean guys.
I think they're handsome, but I don't think
You're not getting an idol, though. I 100% agree with her.
looking, at least a foreign woman, as like, all right, I want to put a ring on it.
But you just said you have a Korean boyfriend.
I do.
Does he also think the same way?
No, but I was skeptical meeting him at first. I take precautionary because I'm foreign. I want to make sure he meant it.
And he meant it.
He didn't mean it.
It's going against what you just said.
I didn't come here to Korea for that reason.
What I mean is, there are also
I love
Korean
this
guys
guy.
who would like to put a ring on your finger.
There would be, yes.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure all the women are coming here for the ring. If it happens, like to me, it happened naturally, and I'm very happy it did. I got very lucky.
You say it's lucky, so you think it's a very rare thing to happen for a foreign woman?
Yeah. Because my boyfriend is coming to move to America with me.
Oh. So you're saying there are people who are coming to Korea with only that.
Oh, so passport sis for sure went to Korea, got a boyfriend, and he's gonna fly him back to the United States. Sounds familiar.
reason.
Yes.
So you want a Korean boyfriend? 자, 들어봐. 잠시만. I have the important secret for all the girlies. When you are on the Korean 소개팅 with a Korean man, don't call him by his first name. Trust me, sweetie. Call him 오빠님 or 오빠. Because if you do that, you have a 99% chance he'll introduce you to his whole South Korean family. And I mean his whole South Korean family. Even all the way to the North Korea. So, if you have the dream, you want to marry the Korean husband, please understand. First date, 씨발, never forget. It's the first date.
Yeah, matters over there are a lot more apparent than they are over here. Men don't put standards on women's behavior and how they interact with you. Over there, it's not the same. You misinteract with me in public, there's consequences.
Call him 오빠 or 오빠님. Save this video.
Okay, I get asked this a lot, so I'm going to answer it. What is a Koreaboo, and how do I know if I am one? First off, a little bit about me. I'm Korean American. I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 8 years old, got sent on a plane by myself, not speaking a word of English, been living here over 20 years. I'm legally an American citizen, but I still fly to Korea every couple years because I still have family there, and I speak Korean fluently. Having said all that, I am not an expert on all Korean things.
Sure.
Some of these Korean oppas on this app making it sound like they have the final say on Korean relations, culture, history. No. They don't even speak Korean properly half the time. If you only follow them, you're probably a Koreaboo. Back to my definition of what a Koreaboo is, I think it's someone who got on a trend, like someone introduced them to a BTS song and now they're hunting for a Korean oppa to get married to. That's a Koreaboo. How do you check yourself? Well, if you get...
I'll tell you guys now, I actually have 4 BTS tickets right now for the BTS show this at the end of the year. I'm about to sell those bitches for a lot of money.
Get triggered by just someone asking you if you're a Koreaboo, you're probably a Koreaboo. Because it's like asking someone that's an alcoholic, are you an alcoholic? And they're like, no. That's a sign that they're an alcoholic. So yeah,
that makes sense.
Check yourself.
You're a Koreaboo if you listen to K-pop. No, you're not. I have a story about a real Koreaboo. And this is gonna make your blood boil. Because it made mine. And I genuinely cannot believe that a real human being said these things. So I ended up meeting this girl and immediately I understood she loved BTS. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love BTS? I ended up getting to know her a little bit because I had no friends and I needed a friend. And she started saying kind of weird stuff like, I'm gonna marry RM. I love RM. And I was like, you know, that's kind of normal fangirl behavior. But then she was like, if it can't be RM, I'm gonna go to Korea and I'm gonna marry any man. Because all Korean men worship foreigners. And that should have been my first red flag. And it was. But I didn't stop being friends with her because I just knew the tea would be this good. No, I'm joking. It's because I was low. Time goes on. I'm going to skip over some stuff that doesn't really matter. And one day she ends up inviting me to her house. So I go to her house and I get to her room and her room is full of pictures of Asian men. And when I say Asian men, I mean random Asian guys off Pinterest. People that aren't idols. And she's like, this is the kind of man I'm going to marry. All men in Korea.
Now that's getting a little creepy. If they were idols, that kind of made more sense. But then now you just have pictures of random people posted up everywhere, all over your room. Run!
I look like this. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa, okay. So then she starts going on about how ugly some Asians are, aka any non-Korean, and how all Koreans need to look like K-pop idols. Otherwise, like, what's the point? I know, it's real. So then we go downstairs and she's like, do you want me to cook you something? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I can make really good Asian food. So I'm now curious because my family is partly Chinese and I know what good Asian food is. And I say, oh, what can you cook? And she goes, ramen. With egg. What?
Hey, I admit, I ate that last night. Ramen with egg. Still top tier.
So I'm like, oh, what the frick? So a little while after that whole entire incident, also her mother kidnapped me that day. But anyway, story for another time. After that incident, I kind of started distancing myself a little bit, but I did actually meet her a couple other times. And the next time I met her, she asked me where my husband is from. I wasn't married to him at the time, he was just my boyfriend. And I said America, because duh, he's American. And she goes, no, where is he really from? And I'm like, oh, he's Vietnamese. And she goes, word for word. Not as good as Korean, but still. It'll do. I look at this woman.
Damn. I didn't realize Koreans were top tier Asians, man. If that's the case, then us Cambodians are definitely bottom tier Asians.
Like, are you good? Like, are you genuinely good? I become so salty because, unlike you, I don't
Well, yeah, she just talked shit on your husband, so I can see why you got a little salty.
date for race. I date for love. I'm married for love. Anyway, not the point of the story. But I'm shocked. I know you guys are not gonna believe me. This is a true story, okay? It gets worse. So
What?
one day we're talking and she goes, I really wish that I could become Asian. Like, I knew
You know, it's nice. I admit that people want to be like us. It feels a little awkward, but it's nice. But be yourselves, people. What's wrong with like being yourself and loving other cultures and loving people of other cultures? There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be their culture or their race or anything. Again, it is nice that people want to emulate Asians. It never really was a thing before. I mean, thank you, K-pop stars, but be yourselves, people. Like, you know, build up yourself, build up your own personality, build up your own wants and likes, figure out what you want in a person, not just because they're Asian. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, yes, I gravitate towards Asians, I prefer Asians, but I also date a lot of women outside my race or outside of the race because as long as I'm attracted to you, I'm willing to give everybody a chance.
these people existed. I just didn't think I'd have the chance to meet one. And she's like, I would choose Korean, but like even Chinese or Japanese would be okay. I just pretend that I was Korean. I'm shocked. I'm getting more and more shocked by this. Every time she opens her mouth, something new comes out. So anyway, one day I get a really weird DM from a fake Instagram account. And it's of a Korean guy. And I'm like, I immediately thought that it was her. So he DMs me. He's like, you're so cute. You want to date? Whatever. Call me oppa. So I'm like, So I block him. But before I block him, I take a screenshot of his profile picture. And guess what? It's one of her Pinterest boys. My husband also gets a weird woman commenting on his page. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. DM me. Your girlfriend isn't good enough for you. I'm like, have you seen me? Are you crazy? And I knew that it was these people.
I admit she's pretty cute.
I knew that it was her.
Very average, maybe slightly above average. So, I mean, it's good enough for probably the attitude that she has.
I ended up blocking them both. And a week later, oh, boom, the username is back to being her name. I'm like, oh, how did I guess? So I ended up cutting up ties with her, obviously. And a little while later, I see on her Instagram story that she's posting a picture of this Asian girl. And this girl, I find out, is Thai. And she's friends with this woman. And she's saying stuff like, oh, I'm friends with her, and she's Thai. It's not as good as Korean, but still I have an Asian friend. She was refusing to be friends with anyone.
See, now she has a token Asian friend. And it happened to be a Thai lady. Poor Thai lady is the token Asian friend, but she wanted a Korean guy or a Korean friend. This is getting to like really cynical, diabolical stuff now.
One that wasn't Asian. Anyway, yeah, that's where I last had contact with her. If you're watching this, I really hope you feel, because that behavior is not normal.
I think it's time we have a serious chat about the misuse of the term Koreaboo. Firstly, I just want to preface this by saying I don't care if you call me a Koreaboo. But what I do care about is when I see people in my comments talking about how they want to learn Korean or how they watch K-dramas, but they don't want to tell anybody because they know that they're going to be labeled a Koreaboo. I think what's most funny about this is that Koreans don't even use this word. I have many Korean friends, and over the course of the last 2 years, I've met...
Well, yeah, it makes more sense because it's a more Western terminology. Koreaboo. A boo itself is a Western terminology. Like, Westerns use boo.
So many Korean people that didn't even know that this term existed. This term is primarily used by foreigners to shame other foreigners for being interested in Korea.
What? Just like how they shame us passport bros for not trying to leave the country and find, other mates out there. They do the same thing. Women.
There are people in the world that take their interest in Korea to the extreme. An example of this is Ollie London. He had surgeries to try to make himself look more like Jimin from BTS. And he openly said that that's what he was trying to do. He wanted to be Korean. Another example of this is there was a video that went viral last year of a girl who went to Korea and was filming men on the street and criticizing them because they didn't look the same way as the men from her K-drama fantasy.
So that first clip is off.
So yes, there are people who take their interest in Korea to the extreme, to the point that they fetishize Korean people, they dehumanize Korean people, and they don't see Korea as a real country, but more like a fantasy playland.
What's your definition of Koreaboo? My definition of Koreaboo, isn't Koreaboo somebody that is just overly obsessed with Korean culture?
I think that, to me, what I would say Koreaboo is overly obsessed over a certain culture and want to assimilate everything in that culture. Like, I like anime. I love Japanese culture. You guys see me, I got Godzilla, freaking Gundam. But I also have other interests and other things, so I don't think that I'm gonna just assimilate to Japanese culture and anime culture. I wouldn't call myself like an otaku or anything. Maybe when I was younger, I was super more into anime. But now I still love anime. I still love Japanese culture, but I'm not gonna pretend like I'm Japanese or go out there and specifically learn Japanese to meet Japanese people or anything. I love your culture. I might learn Japan or Japanese to when I go to Japan just to make my life a little easier when I travel there. But I don't, like, it's weird that a lot of people try to take that culture and be like, I'm it now. Like, I'm this culture now. I'm like, no, just enjoy the culture. You can immerse yourself in it. I don't think you have to like fully take it like the way everything's kind of going about in the video.
I don't know. How would you guys define Koreaboo? What is Koreaboo? Let's go back. Let's rewind. How would you guys define Koreaboo? What is Koreaboo anyway? I'm always out for knowledge.
When I read it, every time I see a Koreaboo, I think of caribou, like a freaking moose.
Like, teach me. What is Koreaboo exactly in your definition? Like, I kind of want to know.
This is how I met my Korean boyfriend in Korea. So I was in this Korean cafe drinking Korean coffee and I spotted this really cute Korean guy. Oh my god.
Can you not? It's okay to not put Korean every time in your sentence.
And then he saw me filming him. I just got so embarrassed. But anyway, I know he was attracted to me too. So because I was too shy to approach him at the cafe, I just followed him around a little bit. Ugh, I'm learning so much.
So you just been stalking this guy this whole time and filming him?
About my future Korean boyfriend. After shopping, he stopped off at a pizza place. And oh my god, lucky for me, all the seats at the restaurant were taken. So I asked him if I can sit next to him. Look at how
this is crazy stalking now. What?
Excited he looked when I asked if I could sit down with him. Once we finished our meal,
he looks so awkward and he knows you're recording him. Like,
never guess what happened.
Do you live alone?
Yeah.
Are you open-minded?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's go.
Yep, and now.
Do you guys remember the...
And that's how you get a girlfriend over there. He was like, when he asked open-minded, you know what he meant? Like, you ready to have sex? You down? You DTF?
video I made about this woman right here, how she decided to travel all the way to Seoul just to purposely fall in love with a Korean man. And then she decided to film all these random Korean strangers on the street without their knowledge just to call them ugly. I still stand by everything I said in that video. Like, clearly that move was made from pure delusion and she needs to get a reality check and not fetishize Korean people. But then I was on the internet, and because I made this video, I think Siri or Alexa or whoever like heard me talking about this, and they decided
happens all the time. I'll be mentioning bowling through my videos, and I'll be getting Groupons and stuff for bowling all the time. Like, damn it, I already bought these Groupons. Hold on.
to serve me this. Why am I suddenly getting these ads that look like this and this? I mean,
I think that's the problem. Like, corporations, phones, and everything listen to everything, and they do shit like this. They warp people's minds through their phones. Their phones are so dedicated to all of these types of things and products and dating like matches and stuff like that. It's hard to not yearn for these things when you're so bombarded by it all the time on your phone.
Tired of watching K-dramas and wishing you had a love story like that? Korean Cupid wants to connect you with passionate Koreans. No! Listen, your K-drama dreams are not going to become reality. And notice how they made this person look really similar to Song Joong-ki's wife. Like, this is a picture of Song Joong-ki's wife, and this is the ad.
Song Joong-ki's wife is a previous model, and I mean, albeit not super famous, but she was an actress, so she was already in the entertainment industry. Not all of us can just be walking down the street and meet a Korean actor and live out this K-drama life. I do not want these ads to be pumped out and feeding this delusion.
See, these women are aware of this with the K-drama people. Why are Western women not aware of this with the Western football stars and, you know, artists and stuff?
Now I'm wondering if that woman, after watching all her Korean dramas, was served an ad like this, and then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Korea and live the K-drama fantasy and turn it into my reality. I have nothing against matchmaking services, but that one, no. We're not doing that here.
Yeah, just women can't move the same way men can. Yes, we can go to other countries by ourselves and do things. Is it dangerous? Yeah, it's still dangerous, but men have at least somewhat protections on ourselves, and we can at least defend ourselves somewhat. Where women go into foreign countries, yeah, you could easily get snatched from a motorcycle, snatched from a tuk-tuk, snatched from anywhere, and there goes you. No one ever hears about you ever again. It happens more often than we actually think. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.